so here on Project Nerdy, we're currently talking about science. And I kind of wanted to bring this topic up in relation to a couple of sessions I attended at a Dragon Con a couple years ago. The first session was one about could sci-fi movies, especially ones set in space, be scientifically accurate and still be entertaining? With the counter argument being from Hollywood a lot of times when they get criticized for the science they have in their movies, that if they really made it scientifically accurate, a lot of the elements of the story would become less entertaining and it'd be more boring, and they have to kind of go the unscientific route to make the story more interesting and more entertaining. One reason I really enjoyed this session a lot was a couple of the presenters actually work for NASA and have been involved in various aspects of the exploration of space, be it from work on satellites to space probes to actually manned space travel and the science behind it. So it was very interesting to hear their point of views on this topic, and the thing I really came away with that they were very passionate about is you could make interesting stories with accurate science. They did acknowledge it is harder to do that. It's just easier to do cheats and make an interesting story by kind of creating a technology that's really not possible. And then if you follow real world science, you just have to try harder. But their argument was it's worth the effort because they really feel that scientifically accurate movies set in space can really help inspire humanity's next great leaps forward into space exploration, and that movies that are more scientifically accurate are more likely to do that than a movie like Star Wars or Star Trek, which is set so unrealistically scientifically that it's really not realistic that it might inspire space exploration. But a movie like The Martian, which had very scientifically accurate parts of it, can help inspire humanity maybe to make that leap next forward and go to the moon again or go to Mars or other space exploration type stuff. So really enjoyed that presentation. The other presentation was from the aspect of technology that's depicted in Star Wars, and if there's any similar technology that's currently being developed on Earth that's similar to anything depicted in the Star Wars movies, which was a kind of a fun, interesting presentation. It's mainly taking some latest, scientific breakthroughs and trying to connect them with Star Wars in some way. They were by no means apples to apple comparisons. It is very, by no means were they saying like, oh, we've got a lightsaber that we're fixing to build. But it's similar type technology. I remember one thing they were talking about was like the hologram technology that's like used for the game on the Millennium Falcon between Chewie and C-3PO and R2-D2. That there's been breakthroughs in that type of stuff. But that did get me to thinking. The question I'd like to ask the viewers this week is what scientific invention or technology that's been depicted in some sci-fi movie would you love to see actually exist in our current reality? My answer would be some sort of faster than light or close to faster than light travel in space. Every sci-fi franchise tends to call it something different, be it warp drive or hyperdrive or whatever. But for space exploration to really go forward at a super quick pace, that type of technology would be very, very handy. So let me know what your technology would be in the comment section below. My nerdy pleasure this week was seeing the last movie in the Bourne series, Jason Bourne. Really enjoyed the movie, thought it was great addition to the series. So go see it if you haven't yet. And Kat, I look forward to seeing what you're going to talk about on Thursday. And everybody else, stay nerdy.